Okay, morning guys. Welcome to the end of week 6, session 5. Ready to get going and enjoy your weekend. Thanks very much. Some really cool sprint times coming in yesterday from across the club. Even from the younger ones with the 300 metre times. It's surprising how small the gap is between some of the older ones and yourselves. So please keep it up. It's good for you, it's good for us. I did promise, so we got lost in the comments and we didn't see it afterwards. So Tom, I'm going to do the flutter kick. If anyone wants to join in for Tom's birthday exercise yesterday, I'm going to do flutter kick at the end of the session. So don't let me forget. And the quiz that I promised you from Kate's nutrition talk it was training nutrition, wasn't it? So I've got a couple of questions I'm going to fire off now before I forget. I want to hear one side effect of dehydration. So what's one of the things that she said you might suffer from if what number 2, I've forgotten number 3 off the top of my head. Number 2, what are people more likely to do if they don't eat a proper breakfast in the morning? So if you don't have a proper breakfast before you train, what could that lead to during the day? I remember number 3. Number 3, where should you get about 35% of your calories from out of the 3 big nutrients? Is it carbohydrates, fat, or protein? So which one of those 3 should you get about a third of your calories from in a day? Ask me if you forget. I'm probably going to. Demi will remind me. We're going to get going with today's front crawl themed warm-up, which is going to start with some bent knee iron cross, and then due to popular demand, we're going to sub in bean game for card game. I was just conscious bean game was on Monday, so I'll change it for next week so it's not just back to back. Bent knee iron cross on your backs, couple on each side.
Morning from Eleanor, morning from Zach, morning from Manon, morning from Yesh, morning from Ella and Jack, morning from Sienna, morning from Cara, morning from Kira and Isla, morning from Lily Johnson, hi from Robin.
Massive explosion of good mornings. Okay, Spider-Man lunge and rotate. So get yourself into a Spider-Man lunge. Then you're going to put your arm, so if your left leg's forward, take your right arm, wave at the camera, and then put it outside your left knee, and then rotate. So 3 times on one side, and then 3 times on the other. And then Debbie can carry on saying.
Morning from B, morning from Charlie, morning from Scarlett and Michael. Right, so that's the mornings. Then we have.
Make sure you've got a nice straight back as well.
We've got starving whilst training, start feeling sick and slow down, and headaches. As what can happen if you.
Well, there's 3 separate comments.
That was from one person.
Oh. Yes, well, that's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, what was the first part of that?
Starving whilst training.
I think she did say that could happen, but
Start feeling sick and you slow down a lot, and headaches.
leg swings after that, so 6 leg swings, headaches. Yep, headaches and dizziness. It's a consequence of fatigue. What was the second part of the answer? Like where the calories come from?
No, that hasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was only what would happen if you don't.
Oh, it's just.
Hydrate whilst.
Okay, then yes, there's one answer. So, sorry, I should have clarified. You only give one answer per person, because if one of you gets it right, then the rest of you don't get to.
Yeah, so that's what happens if you're not hydrated whilst you're exercising. Then we've got Bean Game from Grace. And yes, from Robin. Morning from Sophia and Danny. Headaches leave you hungry in training, which slows you down and causes sickness.
Yep.
Morning from Nancy. Good morning from Manon. Just back from a run. Nearly finished my 2.6 challenge, running a marathon in 10 days.
Oh, I remember some of that. Some British boys were doing that, weren't they? Okay, then scat press. The 6 of these guys, warming up your serratus, and stretching the upper half of your posterior chain, I guess, technically. So, separate your shoulders, try and reach them around the front of your body by pulling with this muscle here. and then you go 3 IYT, 3 of each position IYT.
Morning from Hannah. I'm officially not a morning person. Neither am I.
Nope. I think a lot of you guys have had a lifetime of a lot of people have had a lifetime of being in the swimming routine. Well, I'm starting to get there. Slowly, just day by day, becoming one of you. Took long enough, but 2 years in nearly. IYT, then vertical jumps. So, just you can go on the spot, just get 6 jumps done, or you can go take your marks, go, or you can just go in your own time, just jump as high as you can, and then we'll get bean game going.
Morning from Harry, morning from Pranath.
Hope you're doing alright today, boys. Make sure you have a drink, and I guarantee by now all your warm-up areas are clear, so no one's going to get hurt. So, bean game in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to be quick on turnarounds because I blathered a bit too much.
That's why you have to go for together. Oh, sorry guys.
Okay, runner bean, baked bean, string bean, broad bean, jumping bean, broad bean, jumping bean, broad bean, baked bean, string bean. And then we'll go baked bean, standing, baked bean, stand up, runner bean, string bean,
broad bean, string bean, broad bean, baked bean.
relax.
And we've got pinch punch first of the month. No returns.
Dang. I'm pretty sure that would be my job if I started firing off pinch punches at kids on a live stream. They would have to get one of the kids to run the stream. 3, 2, 1, go.
We've got string bean, jumping bean, string bean, jumping bean, broad bean, baked bean, broad bean, baked bean. That was from Cara.
Spirit forgiven, Cara. Way less jumping than normal.
String bean, broad bean, baked bean, broad bean, jumping bean, baked bean, string bean, runner bean.
Oh,
That was from Grace.
thanks, Grace. 15 seconds, get them in.
String bean, baked bean, string bean.
And then last one.
Broad bean.
Dead bean.
Okay, so then we've got 30 to 35% should be protein.
Oh, that's 2.
This was a mean bean game.
That was a very mean
So
bean.
tired after that.
I was so cocky going into it.
Yeah.
Like, ha, easy. But that was with me. Push myself. Oof. So, static core strength. Straight arm plank, hollow hold and V leg lower. A V leg lower is something regional will be more familiar with. So, hollow hold, straight arm plank is obviously that. Hollow hold as close to that, as long as you can in that position. V leg lower is leg lower in a V shape. So instead of cutting it down the middle like normal, arms out to the side for support. So weird position, but if my feet are pointing at the camera, I'm just going to touch them down either side. So up to the middle, off to the side. Like that. Any questions?
No, we have just got...
Grab drinks and we're going to get going.
Morning from Gillian.
Good morning, Gillian. Thanks for joining in. Oh, how many viewers do we have? Straight arm plank.
30 at the moment.
Very, very impressive. Straight arm plank them. So, 20 seconds each side. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm on right to begin with. It's going to feel weird. So I'm not sure how confident some of you are starting to feel about these. But you can also start throwing in some star planks if you want. Some of you will be used to them anyway. But to pull that one off, if you go from forearm, feet split, with one foot out on top, and then just put it back down, switch sides. So again, split stance. A little bit longer because we overran. Just like that. And 2, 1, relax. 15 off. Hollow hold. Get yourself ready. Lower back push into the floor. 3, 2, 1, go. So lower back pushed in. Nothing happening there. Relax if you can't hold it. 2, 1, and back into the tough one. Then bring your arms down. So it's just your legs. 10 seconds left. Oh, this is when you know the week's taking a toll on you. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Again, smaller people find it easier, so don't feel too bad, parents. Less weight to hold up. And V-leg lower. In 3, 2, 1, go. So if I don't go flat on camera angle, so just start with your feet in the middle, off to the side, and off to the side. And try and keep your lower back tucked down as well. It just means you're challenging your obliques a little bit more. So that's everything on the side of your trunk between your ribs and your hip. They have more of an influence than that. But just make sure your hands are out wide so you've got an anchor for it. 10 seconds left. So if at any point you go for the V-sit and you rotate up and off, just bring your feet up a bit more. Relax. And then have a 30-second break. I wish Samson got a watch that didn't force me into a session, into doing a workout while I'm trying to run one. Now time for a drink and some questions if you have them, or comments. Let us know what's happening with you today, or what you've got planned for the weekend. Or you know, actually I was going to ask for inspiration. 3, 2, 1, straight arm plank. See what people have got in terms of ideas for the Star Wars competition. But you know, that'd be telling, wouldn't it?
The May the 4th.
Yeah. May the 4th challenge.
May the 4th be with you.
And then switch sides. Although if you're feeling really up for it, we just do 45 and 1 and then switch. And relax. I think I'm going to be asking for a new left wrist for Christmas, or a bigger cushion.
It's far too expensive. No.
Or wrist surgery, sure. And 3, 2, 1, go. Hold. I liked these last week, I don't like them today.
How many of you guys are starting to feel it now at the end of the week? Jordan definitely is.
If you are, it's just a testament to all your hard work and effort. As well as that, let us know what your favourites are. People used to like flutter kicks, etc. See if you've found a new favourite. Then my new favourite's reverse plank. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Relax. And V-sit. Not V-sit. V-leg lower.
Pranass is loving the socks.
I do need more than Pranass, that's for sure.
I think that's Pranass. Yes, it is Pranass.
3, 2, 1.
Definitely feeling it from Cara.
It's
Means
all
you've
those,
been working hard.
it's all those bean games you keep firing off Cara, they add up. Everything has a cost. Well, I'd say the bean game's worth it, wouldn't you? If you had the choice of no bean game and feeling better, what would you pick? Actually becomes more challenging. So if you start off going with a wide V, it's almost easier than if you go with a narrow one. Like that, 10 seconds left. Slight deviation, you'll feel a lot of pull on your sides. 2, 1, relax. Why would I choose to sit up that way? 30 seconds off. One more round of part 1 and then to part 2's lower body strength, which I know everybody loves. It's weirdly my favourite, but I think my lower body's always been able to compensate for upper body. I've done it again, I need a chair. So, you'll need a chair for part 2, but you don't have to worry about that because we're going in 3, 2, 1, go. Straight arm plank.
So we've got, and I'm going to say this with attitude, is how I'm picturing it being written. How is that a question? Bean game always, from Grace.
Yeah, I can imagine that's how she'd say.
And bean game from Cara.
And switch sides. So now I'm in a tough position as a coach. When we all get back to SSP and Spectrum, do I have to do bean game every day? Or can I get away with saying we keep it for special sets? Relax. Or do I reward people with it? Okay, that's done. Hold the whole time. 10 seconds.
I mean, these guys work really hard anyway, so if it's a reward, you probably end up having to do it most days.
Every day is a bean game day. 3, 2, 1, go.
I might make you a t-shirt that just says every day's bean game day.
Imagine a lot of them would wear it.
Bean game every day.
Does that mean that I would by default need a t-shirt for every day as well?
Yes, with a different bean on it. Yes.
Oh my god.
We need bean game. We should do a bean game campaign.
A campaign. Or make bean game the official.
The game of Guildford.
2, 1. Stop. I need to get a chair. Because that table's too high. I'll go back. Don't do anything stupid while I'm gone. Somebody's doing.
We can't guarantee that.
Yeah, and then we find something to take it with.
Or if we can make socks that have different beans on them.
And you have to wear them odd.
Yes.
Can you imagine if I wore socks like that?
I mean, I feel like I need to make them just because
Alright,
these guys have worked so hard.
Yep. Wall sit, roof elevated squat, and split jump. I guess I can put the chair here, but so you know by now you're a minute and a half off. You've got another 40 seconds of rest. What someone said to me.
Yeah, we've got yes.
What merchandise.
Yeah.
So wall sit, hips in line with knee, into 20 seconds each side of a roof or elevated squat. Split jump. Don't know what I said. I started off this campaign saying that the hard one is to go jump into jump. The more that I've looked at it, they serve different purposes. So it's still a choice, but because I want you to jump as high as you possibly can, you'll get a lot more from it by landing them in the middle. So switch sides, land each one, rather than doing this. because they're different. That's more reactive. It's more stretchy strength rather than maintaining strength. So it's about going like block start, wall push off, wall push off, wall push off. Ready, guys? Wall sit. In 3, 2, 1, go.
So we've got morning to both from Tegan. Morning, Tegan. We've got great idea, and then Robin said, "Send me some." And then personally, I think we should just stop swimming and play the bean game instead. From Grace. Yes, 2 hours of bean game. Heaven.
That's a lot of think about how much cheaper the facilities would be.
I mean, it's much more practical. Don't even need to get wet.
It would leave a big old gap in the region as well. Like, oh no, we're bean game people.
Yeah.
10 seconds. We'll talk about beans has made this seem very easy. 3, 2, 1, relax. I'm a leg kind of person. All the sighing I was doing during the core stuff. So 20 seconds each side. Make sure it's sufficiently cushioned. 2, 1, go. So 20 seconds on one side. You might feel your quads are a little bit tight from all the running you've done. Just go as low as you can without leaning forward. So if you get to a certain point and then you lean, just stay there. Push up from it, switch sides. And go.
When we get back to swimming, we should have bean game hats.
Just create a line of hats. Different, but I don't know what they would look like. But it'd just be the actual bean, or would we have to, humanise them with faces? 2, 1, go. And we could put a different coach's face on each bean.
But which coach should be what bean?
Jump. I don't know, it's a very good question.
Yeah.
2, 1, go. I think Ryan might have to be broad bean because he's the hench's coach. I'm sorry that but it's true. String bean would have to be the tallest coach by default. Jumping bean, we have to make sure we have to see who the highest jumper is. Or would that be string bean?
Or just whoever's like the most excitable and like bubbly.
Take your marks. That's every one of us.
Well,
obviously.
All the time.
Yeah. Just brimming with enthusiasm for life.
See, now you're brainstorming with us, Jordan.
What?
Rules.
Look what you've done to me, guys. Relax.
This is good progress. We need bean captains. King Bean from Grace.
King Bean?
Yeah.
Well, then that becomes about rank, not personality. Phew. 15 seconds.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but each bean can be a different bean captain.
Well, now we have to just 3, 2, 1, go.
The Avengers of the bean world.
Speaking of Avengers, I've been looking everywhere for Iron Man socks, but I cannot find them anywhere. Big ones.
Is that another hint for your Christmas present?
Yeah, if you can find red Iron Man socks with the arc reactor on the side, that'd be great.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I'll see what Santa Claus can do.
Because you're at a point now where, with the beans, you just have to just call the coaches beans and you just have to go like Jordan Bean. And,
yeah.
But I don't know what the actions would be. A 1 bean per coach.
And you're even debating to get your ideas through. Yeah.
10.
Look what you've done to him. You've got him joining in this.
This is supposed to be for your entertainment, not mine. 2, 1, relax, it's working now. That was a very easy wall sit. Rear foot elevated squat. In 3, 2, 1, go. Don't forget, guys, with your setup, if you hop, it'll help you find where your front foot should be. Make sure your hands aren't touching your leg. Lean back, pause if you can, and then big push to the front foot. So down, and then make a hole in the floor. Like you're driving off the wall. Switch sides.
So we've got asked, how would you choose baked bean?
What? Which coach would be the baked bean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The most chilled out coach.
I don't know. Who's most likely to curl up in a ball? That's what it represents. Relax. Split squat jump.
We
Yeah.
can.
Coach most likely to roll up
We can remain.
and sleep. 2, 1.
I think that says we can
Go.
rename the squads. Instead of County A, have fast beans. Regs would be Speedy Gonzalez beans.
Swapping. Make sure as well, feet are nice and close. If you try and jump as high as you can, the big long lunge split, you're going to go in a different direction, or you're not going to get very high. So even if you look at my best effort, from here, compared to there, feels like night and day, maybe it's not that big. But
Someone suggested Ryan.
for baked bean,
Yeah.
and who would be broad bean?
And not Steve.
Not Steve. Relax. I think string bean's easy, we'll just line the coaches up, side by side. And...
Sorry, Steve.
Who said that?
Bear with me. I have to go back to the top. What's
Round
from
3 coming up.
Kathy
Last chance for a
Wright,
drink.
who is Edith.
Wall sit. 2, 1, go. Yeah, these were much tougher last time I did them, so this competition must be helping.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wait, I could be baked bean because I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Halfway. What are the other ones? We named them all, haven't we?
Poor Steve. He can be jumping bean.
String bean could be whoever's got the best entry point from the blocks. The most like string will enter. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Which one would I be? Do I get to be a bean? Let the people decide.
Yeah, I've just been told not to read one. So
I'll read it afterwards.
No, I won't
Three,
read the comment, but
2,
I love the
1.
oops.
Go.
Wait, don't read that. Sam for baked bean.
3,
Jordan string
2,
bean because he
1.
moved them.
3, 2, 1.
String.
2, 1.
Steve string bean, Nick baked bean, Paul broad bean,
Switch.
Jordan jumping bean.
I think we need a poll.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Jordan string bean because he loved them. Not.
Love them. I mean, I did at one point, that's why I put them in. It's just me disguising a jump as a bean. 5 seconds left. Make sure you're keeping your body upright. And then slow down. Nice stable knee. Stop.
Jordan jumping bean, Demi baked bean. Yes. Ryan broad bean, Steve string bean.
Still feel we're missing a bean. Well, now I feel like we have to add a bean.
Jumping bean.
Jumping bean, I'm jumping bean.
Baked bean, broad, runner bean. We're missing runner bean.
Runner bean, we haven't even thought of runner bean. Split jump, 2, 1, go. Biggest jumps you can do today.
We've got a lot of
Other
baked bean
alternative.
or jumping bean.
Go from standing, drop and drive. So take your marks, go.
Very apt considering you're getting voted as the jumping bean.
I'm auditioning.
Matt can be runner bean.
Yeah, who's been doing the most running? That's 5 seconds.
See, he's even jumping.
Explosive
not
as
in
you
the
can.
lead game. Yeah, see?
Oh, relax. Whew. Session 5 in the bank. Congratulations, guys. A bit like I did with the other day. I'm still advocating static stretching. I'll call the times for you. But if you have a foam roller, you want to join in, do so. So let's do Tom's flutter kicks. And we've only had 2 answers, haven't we?
Yeah.
Protein is 30 to 35.
Yeah, and then what happens when
You're dehydrated.
And what was the other question?
Oh gosh, if I can't remember, it means I have to do the thing anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, training. What happens during training? There's a water one, a calorie one. Oh, what happens if you don't have breakfast, if you don't eat properly before training, what you're more likely to do during the day? What happens to you?
Okay.
Bear in mind, sessions, 2 hours worth of solid work. I'm talking about this now. So if you're struggling with this, guys, 3 points of contact. So both hands on the floor and your other knee. Switch legs if you're doing static. So 1, 2, 3, and then put your leg on the roller.
He's perfect. Well done. Great audition. You are through. That's a yes from me.
Leave your back foot on the ground, guys. So if you're doing this, concentrate more. So you go hard from knee to hip, and then relax. You don't have to lift off, but just make sure it's easier coming up. If you want to make it tougher, just do that. Bend your knee. Chuck that one in, and then remember to colour in the whole muscle. Block stretch. So I'm going to do a live demo. Left leg go. Active straight leg raise if you imagine this stretch where I'm struggling. Sit on the roller. Just floss your leg backwards and forwards. Oh, lift it up off the ground. Move it side to side.
Thank you for another great week from Megan and Zach. Enjoy your weekend.
You too, guys.
We need to make a rolling beam.
A rolling beam.
Thank you, Jordan from Scarlet. Thank you,
Look at that.
Non.
Immediate change. Magic, guys, a parlour trick.
Oh, we've got another answer.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Mm-mm.
You feel more hungry and feel like snacking from Eleanor.
Thank you, Eleanor. But yeah, quite right. If you go to training, we have this conversation more often than we would like to think we do.
We got
Backwards and forwards.
the golden buzzer for Jordan from Grace.
The golden buzzer. Well,
That's an X Factor thing.
Oh,
no,
okay. So I don't have to audition. I'm just straight through.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, we need to
If you need,
brainstorm.
I'm going to interrupt that. If you need any more evidence that you should be doing this, that was it. You can see how my leg was bent, and it becomes a lot straighter from doing. Should have done that with the other ones too. Anyway, hip stretch. I'm not going to show that. It requires a lot of balancing and concentration. We're far more into this right now.
Yeah.
Hip, 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 hip.
Today was a very beanie session
It was, wasn't it?
from Robin.
I thought you'd be sick of it by now, guys. So we're going to week 7.
Thank you, Jordan, for an amazing session. Thank you for another great session.
Hinge thingy. Side hinge. Hinge thingy. That was what Lois called it. Lois or Nancy or one of the two.
Thanks, Jordan. Great session. Bean game was amazing. Pranath absolutely loved today's session. Thank you so much to both of you. More than welcome, Pranath. Thank you for
Always welcome,
another
guys.
amazing session from Eleanor. Thank you, Jordan, from Morgan.
Two sides.
Thank you for such a great fun beanie session today. Have a nice weekend. See you on Monday.
Oh, I'm going to struggle to top this one. It's that Friday feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you want to make this one tougher, guys, turn your toe up to the ceiling. I don't know if you can see it on the camera there, but toe up. So your foot's facing away from you. And then flat back. So it's more inside your hip than outside. Into lat. This one I will show you. Yeah, I'm sure rolling bean could be a thing. It should be baked bean, but you have to just do like a log roll. You guys know how to log roll, don't you?
Thank you for a great session. Have a fantastic weekend from Zach. Thank you for an amazing session. P.S. We should rename the club Bean Game City from Grace.
Guildford City Bean Game Club. Okay, lat one. So if you set yourselves up, guys, like you're doing a side plank, but you put your arm all over the roller and leave this on your side, and just gently Just going to rock that roller backwards and forwards. Just a little bit. Concentrate on breathing, see if you relax. And then move your arm around. Like I've shown some of you this on poolside, so I don't mind doing it on the video. Because you said you found it very useful.
Thank you from Harry.
Bearing in mind, there's a lot. Today's challenge is all around flexibility. So for you guys especially, I'd say you're pretty mobile anyway because you're younger. So what I'd recommend is you try and learn a different way of improving your mobility. So it becomes more of a skill acquisition thing. If you message me, email me, so that you're on your side, move your arm around, just make sure it's under your arm. You can try going backwards and forwards, so look at the ceiling, look at the camera. I think the more of your body you put on the floor, the easier it becomes. Don't forget that, because if it becomes, there's no reason why that should be too painful to do, as long as you're clever with how you set your body up. And then chest. Foam rollers are a bit big for doing chest with smaller ones, so just use the normal. But again, if you ask me, it might be something else we can work on. So that's going to be, I think it's commitment today. I only did it like an hour ago, but all this talk of beans has knocked it out of my head. It is commitment. So tag the club, hashtag your squad name, hashtag commitment, and just show us. Even if you don't have to do evidence, just post and say what you found. I think there's a couple of XGB people that have gone into yoga, so they've got a couple of positions they've been putting up on YouTube. I tend not to talk about yoga because I'm not qualified, so for me it would just be me throwing a random movement at you. But if some of your parents might do Pilates, so I just ask them questions. It's just a way of you thinking about your mobility, switch sides for chest, and what can you do to help you become a better swimmer or a healthier person. And taking care of your body is a great way to go about doing that.
We've got, have a great weekend, thanks to you both, we really enjoyed this week. And then we've got, thank you so much, Jumping Bean Jordan and Baked Bean Denny, loving all the ideas. I mean, Jordan, you almost started the whole thing. The fact that it has taken over the session, you may regret though. Thank you very much from Cara.
Yeah, we need bean themed exercises. We need a whole session dedicated to bean. I can see where this is going. But for now, it's going in the direction of a 30-second flutter kick for no, I said it. What did I say? A minute? I already promised them a minute. And what do I do for the quiz? I was going to do a minute of flutter kick for the quiz.
So a minute 30 seconds?
Oh no.
No, but of something. So.
No, I'm going to do a minute of flutter kick for Tom. Then guys, think of something that I should do for the quiz.
The first suggestion of an exercise that comes through Jordan.
Tom, I'll do flutter kick. I'll keep it separate. Tom gets a minute of flutter kick because it was his birthday.
Yeah.
We missed the comment. And then we'll do something else for that. 3, 2, 1, go. So make sure your lower backs stay pushed into the ground. I know it's a birthday challenge, but if you have to fix your back, do so. If it stops, if it keeps moving and misbehaving, let's go with bigger flutters, or bend your knees a little bit.
So we've got the hold thing from today.
Oh, halfway through. A what?
The hold thing from today.
Oh, hollow hold.
Yeah.
Oh. See if someone else suggests something that wasn't on today's session.
I'll do it too. No, that's the only suggestion that's come through.
If that's the only one that comes through, we'll do it. 10 more seconds of birthday flutter kick. From now on, I might just do a second per year. How's that? 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whew. Or a hollow hold then. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
Everyone went on strike of commenting just so you had to do the hollow hold.
3, 2, 1.
Or a plank.
Press the plank. Go.
I'll give you the choice. Yeah, they were nice. They gave you a choice.
Thank you. Bearing in mind, I'm the one in control of how much bean game you get. It was supposed to be a 2-card game. I genuinely thought, we talked about it before I wrote it, how bean game was on Monday. So I didn't want it to go bean game Monday, bean game Friday, bean game Monday, but okay, well, seeing as you were generous, I'll do it for longer. I'm going to go 45. Oh, 10 seconds.
We should have done 30 seconds of bean game.
Could have got a very good 30 seconds.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Relax.
Keegan said, what about a nice easy V-sit?
A V-sit.
Next time.
I wonder why
next time.
I wonder why we've not talked about V-sits for a while.
Yeah.
Leave that there. If I wanted a 30-second intense game of bean, I would have got Cara and Kira to write it based on what they were at today.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal as well. Yeah, I'm out of things to talk about. Oh no, Saturday. So Saturday's challenge as well. Support. You've got 12-minute round. No, for you guys it should be 10-minute round of double dead bug, 200-meter run, 10 sit to stand. So go through that. Let us know how you get on. And that is #support for tomorrow. Have fun with tonight's running. Make sure you commit to your mobility. Again, the challenge would be really good if you could show us something new that you haven't been doing. So if you all know the order we run through on poolside, regs, you've got your key stretches Matt gives you. You've got the ones that I've written on the sheet. Find something on top of that. Ankle care, using the foam roller for your calves. I'll even throw you that one. We haven't talked about it before, so it's technically new. So just rest your foot on, move it around, try and get your body off the ground if you can, and include that in your 30 minutes, especially those of you that have been running. You'll appreciate it. Your body will appreciate it.
Thank you, Jordan and Demi, for a great session from Danny and Sophia.
You're welcome, guys. Well done. I'm genuinely very, very well done on the quiz. I might have to start asking coaches for things they want me to put into the quizzes, because, you know, worst case scenario, you get a bit fit, I get a bit fitter. Best case, you guys are going to learn, and learning is such a crucial part of this stage of your swimming, especially when you haven't got any water. So keep committing to it. Thanks for being here, and from everyone else at Guildford City behind the camera, we want to thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.